Pete is a pussy popping that bald ass pecker all over the titty.
Sex is not to be pleasurable for the woman because we're giving them the ultimate pleasure, a child.
The only reason I knew that she was a hooker was because she was like,
she tried to have sex with me for money.
I thought it was rats, so I ran out into the street.
I got hit by a car.
I almost got hit by
Would you like to come back to my house and you can serenade her at my home?
and I went,
No.
yeah.
Hello, and welcome to a literal. And the man said, "That's the way it is." I don't know. I had to think. I forgot about the song lyric thing. Remember that we're supposed to do?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no.
So you picked-
is that real big fish?
Yeah,
that
it's just
popped into
picked
my
real big
head?
fish.
Holy shit, that's random.
You're gonna work at the record company.
Oh man, Blue has a new nickname for me. It's Earpods Baby.
Earpods, baby.
That's a good nickname.
Earpods, baby.
She also said kill yourself.
Well, you know,
What?
shout out to Mike's girlfriend. Mike may be lost to us, but his girlfriend is still making pet names for us.
Wait,
So today we're going to talk about nothing. Also, Naruto running babies, or Naruto, as some of us would say.
no, fucking plebes call it Naruto. You don't call nobody calls it
And
Naruto.
of course, Olive Garden, as we do every week.
If I were to look at that, I would call it Naruto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and now we're also
Because
going to start recording the
just
audio.
2 weeks in a row.
Did we really?
No, we got the video portion of it. I'll
Okay.
sync them up.
Well, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, off to a strong start. So,
Yep.
so let's talk about. Yeah, I'm just gonna get right into my Olive Garden thing.
Do you say Olive Garden or do you say OG like the rest
OG.
of us?
Well, when I'm first introducing the topic, just so everyone knows what I'm talking about, we'll go Olive Garden. But for the remainder of the discussion, we can refer to them as the OG.
Just like if you were doing an essay and you put in parentheses the acronym.
Right.
Perfect.
So there was a time where I was involved with a gal and we were trying to find a place to eat one night and we were just driving around and we happened to pass an OG and I just like sort of pointed and went, Olive Garden. She went, no, Olive Garden is for poor people.
Wow.
Isn't that fucked up?
I feel like I've spent a lot of money there before.
And it's hard to spend a lot of money there because they got bottomless pasta pits and just,
Man, you're really putting the new pop filters to the test.
I am bottomless pasta
Bottomless
pits.
pasta pits.
It's actually I'm hitting those P's so hard that I can see the screen. Just
It's reflecting back into your face.
Yeah.
That Bill, he's always been hitting those peas hard
I've been popping those P's,
since I was 3.
popping those P's since my preteen period.
Wow, you had a period when you were a preteen?
I
That's
mean,
pretty early.
That's when you get them,
Oh, okay.
I think.
I think I was still working a question mark back then.
Still working a question mark. Okay, so my point is, I thought that was a little pretentious of her. We hit that pop filter one more time. I thought it was a little pretentious. My question to you guys is there a place that you won't eat because you think it's a little too lowbrow?
Absolutely not. Have you seen my waistline?
Because it doesn't matter where I go. There are places that I won't eat, not because I think
I'm
they're
sorry,
too-
you didn't answer the question. Have you seen my waistline?
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
There's not too many places. Actually, I can't think of any places that I won't go for that reason. The one thing I won't do, I won't touch the chocolate waterfall at
Yeah,
Golden
you-
Anywhere?
Yeah,
Anywhere.
any really the only place I'm touching a chocolate waterfall is at some weird
strip club.
is either at like a weird orgy where I know everyone,
Yeah.
or
But then
that's
would it be a
And you've
weird
seen their
orgy
test
if
results?
you knew everyone there?
well, if they have a chocolate waterfall,
That
Honestly-
would just make you feel at home.
right?
I think orgies are probably weirder if you do know everybody. Hey, Bill.
It's just
Oh,
everyone
what's up,
from
buddy?
your like AP bio class in high school.
Can you get your balls off my leg, please? Thanks.
So are you going to the
I'll see you
10-year reunion
Yeah, I'll see you next week at work.
at work? No, but there's no place that I won't go only because I think it's too lowbrow. There are just places I won't go because I know if I do go there, I will order the nastiest thing on the menu. Like I'll order like the sloppy meat sweat Zilla or like the don't tell dad burger. Like just the fucking shittiest, nastiest
or
thing.
the Baconator.
Or if it has like Ader at the end of it or Zilla, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna not have it.
I'm sorry. Is that a double Baconator? Sign me up.
Just to point out, Blue says in the chat, Pollo Tropical. I happen to love Pollo Tropical.
I fucking love that place. Wait, you think that's for poor people? It's like $10 for a meal.
Yeah, that shit ain't cheap. It's like for like a fast food-esque type joint. That's pretty pricey.
That's honestly probably the highest quality fast food we have.
Yeah.
That or Chick-fil-A, maybe?
I'd say
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A is
high quality?
under it.
I'd say Chicken-fil-A is a little bit below Pollo Tropical.
Motherfucker, did you just say chicken fillet?
The Chicken-fil-A. Well, I don't know Chick-fil-A personally, so I don't feel comfortable calling them by some kind of nickname.
I mean,
like we've been buds since fucking elementary school.
I don't feel comfortable misspelling their name in the pronunciation.
Chicken-fil-A.
CHIK.
Eat more Chicken-fil-A.
There you go.
But I mean, that's just my point, and it was bothering me today, and I don't know why.
I could see somebody being too good for Olive Garden because if you're going to go out for a decent meal and you want some Italian, there's undoubtedly in your town a better Italian restaurant than Olive Garden.
I mean, fair.
However, there's the price range in Italian is insane. You get like comparable lasagna in two different places. One might be like $10 and the other one might be $40.
That's true.
You ever noticed that?
Am I going to start a war if I tell you guys I don't like ricotta cheese?
No.
Well,
I mean, not in America, at
you're
least.
going to have to elaborate on that one, Chuck.
Just never have. It's just I just don't like it.
There
Never
might be
have liked
like a Sicilian war that breaks
It's,
out.
I don't know, man. It's a textural thing, maybe. I don't know. I'm too. This pop filter's fucking me up. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it. I'll eat lasagna, but I'm not really enjoying it.
Yeah. So,
but I'm not going to starve.
let's refer back to the list, shall we? We should have like a whiteboard right here,
We should.
and it should be the things that Charlie hates: jungle dwellers, rats. What was the other one? Spiders,
He's not Spider Boy. I don't think you're a Spider Boy.
and
right?
then ricotta cheese.
If you were gonna like list off the things I would hate, you would need like a fucking GameStop receipt because that bitch is gonna be
Like a CVS
8 feet
receipt.
long.
Yeah, CVS receipt.
Are they longer?
They're longer.
Oh,
The distance from here to the moon is roughly like 12 CVS receipts.
I mean, they must be shorter version. They must have just got some Reese's Pieces and dipped.
Like just a stack, just like some zebra stripe gum.
Holy shit, it's been a minute. Wait, isn't it called Fruit Stripe?
Did they
was
change
Fruit
it now?
Stripe. No,
What?
it was always Fruit Stripe.
No, fuck.
It's got a zebra on the front,
Zebra
but it's
stripe.
called Fruit Stripe.
No,
Really?
It's called Fruit Stripe gum.
Man, I never really read
Don't
the label.
argue with him about random trivia bullshit.
I just found the packet with the zebra on it and I shoved the whole thing in my mouth.
Same thing with Big League Chew, although you physically
remember-
cannot shove it all in
Do
your
you
mouth.
remember Splashers gum?
Ew, that sounds dirty.
It sounds like Gushers, but gum.
Well, similar.
Well, tell us about it.
It would just turn your mouth whatever color the gum was, like your whole mouth, the entire fucking thing,
Like teeth.
teeth and all.
Damn.
Teeth.
Did you ever like
Your
check
tonsils were blue.
so you like check the inside of your cheeks and everything, and that was blue too?
Oh yeah, yeah. What's that thing in the
The
back?
you googly
The Ugugla.
The-
That thing, blue.
Your vulva? I think that's
Yep.
what it's called.
Yep,
Your vulva.
I believe that's it, yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's right
The
behind your
vulva.
labia.
Oh.
I put a V in there. That's the labia.
The labia.
Hey, when my dad says 11, if you close your eyes, you hear the normal word 11. But if you watch his mouth, the V is actually a B.
11.
He says a lelm.
11. It looks like 11. But he's saying 11, but it bothers the fuck out of me. It's like, it's about 11 feet. I'm like, did you say 11 or 11?
And who is 11? Have you told mom about 11?
Yeah, it's like, it's the girl off Stranger Things is
Serbian.
no, Siamese twin that was separated at birth, of course.
11, get your sister 11. It's time for a bowl.
She's the country. Why do you have a country
11.
20, 11? 11,
11.
get your ass over here,
I just
boy.
feel like if you name your daughter 11, you are only from Huntington, West Virginia,
Oh,
and
man.
nowhere else.
Hey, Mom, he didn't mean that.
Oh, is your mom from?
I think she's from
Lebanon?
Charleston, but we have family in Huntington as well.
Okay.
You hear how well I pronounce that? Huntington.
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 I'm from Downton, Huntington.
I'm testing the pop filters as well.
Well, long way around it. No, I don't think.
So what do you think about Olive
would be my
Garden?
first choice for Italian food.
Oh, for that fancy Italians?
I don't think it would be my first choice, but I mean, fuck, their breadsticks are
I will not fuck their
Can't compare 'em.
breadsticks.
Yeah.
they're so good.
Like, I mean,
I
they're.
mean, you probably could compare them.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, I mean, there's.
You could have another breadstick, for example,
Yeah.
next to it
Yeah. You
They're
could
not
just,
as
and make some
good.
observations about it.
yeah. Or you could like what I used to do is I used to like when I'd get them when they were real fresh and then I would twist them around each other and I'd have like a double breadstick.
Or like
twist.
a pretzel.
But I
Would
didn't
you you would hold a breadstick in each hand?
and then I was just like,
couldn't figure out which one you wanted to eat.
just
Or
like
you'd
that.
play air drums with them.
We love you, Dark Continent. Good night.
We love you, Olive Garden.
What the fuck is up, Garden?
What the fuck is up? Every time I walk into Olive Garden, that's what I say. I kick the door in.
What the fuck's
What the
up?
fuck's
What the
up,
fuck's up,
OG?
OG?
And I have 2 breadsticks from last time in my hand. They're now hardened enough to where I can play drums with them for real.
Just fighting off waiters that are trying to kick you out.
No, they're happy that I'm there.
fucking solo
They're happy I'm there.
stranger's table while they're trying to enjoy their pasta fagioli
And their endless salad.
and their endless salad.
It just never stops.
The bowl is just connected to the floor and they're shoving salad up through a tube. And no one has ever finished the bottomless salad bowl.
This sounds like a script to a terrible movie.
The bottomless salad hole. Don't get
Well-
lost in our hole.
I mean, it could be. There is a movie out there called Rubber that's about a tire going around killing people.
I've heard. It's
It's a fucking tire
Yeah.
Hold on,
that
Googling.
rolls down the road.
Yeah, no, I've seen
and
it.
kills people. Yeah,
I've seen it.
Can you say it one more time?
Rubber.
A tire.
a tire.
It goes down the road
Yes,
and it kills
And
people.
it's
kills
called
people.
Rubber.
Oh yeah, Rubber movie.
It
Yep,
exists.
there it is.
2011, man. This is practically ancient.
Drama / fantasy.
It's definitely a fantasy.
That's a stretch.
Whoa.
That's a stretch calling it a drama. Wasn't a whole lot of
And
it was like it's not like you're gonna watch Schindler's List and then immediately afterwards let's pop in Rubber.
It's a double feature, yeah. The same movie
It's a
theater.
grindhouse double feature.
Oh no.
yeah, it's don't know how anybody could sit through that.
So it looks riveting, to be honest. It's
It-
coming from the sand. I wonder how many tire pushes happened in this to make this movie.
Wait, like how
Oh,
many-
and his name's Robert.
Oh, the
The
tire.
tire's name is Robert.
Little tire, big dreams. Okay.
I mean, solid premise.
So I mean, I guess next week's episode will be about this.
Our,
That's
our
the
review
challenge
of
this
Rubber.
week. Sitting through this movie.
Oh yeah. I mean, in a week's time, I feel like I could knock it out.
Yeah, just like 20 minutes a day.
I mean, about 5 minutes, I'd knock myself out trying to watch that movie.
You've never seen it in its entirety?
No. My ex tried to get me to watch it one time. I was like, absolutely fucking not. This
And
is
that's
terrible.
why she's your ex.
No, it's
And
a dog
then-
shit movie, but I watched the whole thing.
You did watch the whole thing?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Were-
not proud of
Were
it.
you on copious amounts of drugs?
I was very stoned. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: Olive Garden or Rubber?
Oh boy. You know what? I'm going OG on that one
Mhm.
because at least I can feel my belly. I can carb up. Can't do that watching Rubs.
I mean, you could totally do that watching.
I mean, I could, but
I like that you've given it a nickname because it's such a popular topic.
that's
We
how
gotta-
familiar I
we
am
gotta
with that
shorten
movie.
it.
Well, if I'm going to familiarize Olive Garden, I may as well familiarize Rubber.
I mean, you should
Wanna
probably
pop
do
in
that
Rubs
in
with the old Blu-ray?
In your personal life, you should probably familiarize yourself with that. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
No. Yeah.
We just changed it. This week's challenge is going to just Geordie saying familiarize correctly.
Familiarize.
Familiar.
You know, where it's
Familiarize.
hard
I got
for
a
me-
big tongue. It's obese.
But got a fat tongue.
I got a fat tongue. Ladies,
It ain't real long, but he real fat.
he's real fat.
He touches both cheeks at the same time, resting. Oof. That's a thick tongue.
I'm getting cotton mouth just thinking about this. All right. So at any rate, we're going to move on to Naruto running babies.
Okay. I feel like those are 3 potentially separate subjects. Or
No, there's no commas. Naruto running babies. In fact, I could have used hyphens in between each one.
Okay. So let's jump right in. Both feet deep in. Let's do it.
All right. So this is going to be a very short story.
Damn it. Because I still got nothing.
Very, very short. In fact, Charlie, you're up in like 30 seconds. So at any rate, my son, unprovoked by anybody else, just does the Naruto run. That's just how he runs.
Okay.
And I'm not talking like just they're backing down to the side. I'm talking like
Arms
straight
up.
back.
Yeah.
And that's how he runs. I don't think he's ever seen any Area 51 running videos or anything.
Has he ever watched Naruto?
No, not as far as I know.
And he just runs like that.
Do you think if he did, Sasuke would be his favorite character?
I think your son is a ninja.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how he runs, and unprovoked by anything else, and it's the most hilarious shit ever. I throw a baseball, like a plastic one, a wiffle bat baseball. Okay.
Chuck's
So
got a question. Let
Chuck,
me go ahead and
question
explain
me.
to you what Naruto is, Charlie.
What is a Sasuke?
All right. Well, let me just go ahead. I'm just going to run you through it real quick.
It's not pronounced Sasuke, Charlie. Come on.
That's what I heard.
It's phonetically, it would actually be pronounced Sasuke, but because they're Japanese, the U is silent, so it's Sasuke.
Obviously.
At any rate, so the whole premise of the show is that Naruto is this little ninja that lives in a village and nobody likes him.
That sounds racist.
He's
by
got
the
a
way.
belly full of demons. Or
Literally.
potentially one demon, actually. Just one demon.
One demon, 9 tails.
One demon with 9 tails. And the whole village doesn't like him.
Guess what the demon's name is?
Nine Tail.
Yep.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
Holy
no,
shit.
his real name is actually Kurama. If you watch the series long enough, he does have a name, as do all the other tailed beasts.
I know. God,
Oh, so you've watched the show.
I might have.
Okay, that seems if for you to have known the name of the 9-tailed demon fox inside Naruto's belly, you'd have to watch at least until the final season.
Yeah, we're not even talking Shippuden.
No, that's
Yeah.
You do watch this show, you fucking weeb.
I've seen it when I was in North Dakota.
Yeah, it's good.
I had a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah, it's real good.
Did you know that behind every tree in North Dakota, there's a beautiful woman?
Really?
Yeah, really.
I feel like there's something happening with that. There's like a second half to that statement.
Well, there's not many trees.
That's what's happening.
Charlie, your E's look like a 2-year-old wrote them. Charlie wrote "send help" on a sign because he's so afraid of anime.
No, I can't add on to this. I did watch.
Well, hold on. If you see a 2-year-old running with their arms back like this and like leaning forward and really bearing down,
That's
That's
Naruto.
but you can chime in on that run technique.
Yeah.
Sorry, Naruto. Is that how you say it?
that's okay,
close
that's
enough.
fun.
Okay.
So let
And
me.
the other one is Sasuke.
Well, you
There
just
you
say
go.
Sasuke.
Oh, you know
I
what?
want to.
When we were doing the
I don't want to.
vegetarian
I'm named him
challenge,
Sasuke. I'm gonna call her Sasuke.
that's how I ordered the Impossible Burger. Impossible Burger. Impossible, you got to say.
Impossible. I feel like we're getting a little mildly racist here. I think maybe we should switch gears a little bit.
Is that
I
what it
mean-
sounds like on the show?
If we're getting mildly racist, we might as well go all the way. No,
Would
I'm
you
kidding.
go spicy racist?
Yeah, I like to go. What's hot
Or,
is the next.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, medium racist.
There's like
So I do know when you talk about the 9-tail thing, that's the cat, right? Like the cat human,
I think it's
He's
a
a
fox.
the fox thing. Okay.
mhm.
Because there is a show on Netflix called Love and Robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
hmm
It's actually pretty interesting.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
Pretty
So the
interesting.
challenge this week is for Charlie to be able to say pretty
So
interesting.
it's pretty.
Bird, it was pretty interesting.
I watched it. Okay. But there's a segment on there where there's the fox thing. I forget what they're called.
I think they're called foxes.
No, it's a 9-tailed fox. That's what it's called.
Okay.
9-tailed fox. Anyway, they live in the woods, and you'd have to watch it, but I get it. I get the gist of it because I saw that. So,
Okay.
So now you know how babies run with their arms behind
Yeah.
their back.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see people storming Area 51 like that.
I love that meme.
And just as fast as they're running with their arms behind their back, they should probably put their arms in front of their face to try to block the barrage of bullets that's going to be coming at them.
It's gonna be bad.
It'll probably be
think they're
rubber
gonna go.
bullets.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if they do, I hope that it's just kind of like they get drunk like right outside the perimeter of Area 51, and they all just pass out and have a good time out in the desert.
I just want to see like 20 fucking agents in black suits with all of them have like noisy crickets in their hands, just blowing them all away.
I would think that the government has had enough notice to this potential thing happening that they could figure out a way to de-escalate and not kill people.
Well, they've already moved.
Yeah.
They've already moved Area 51.
I mean,
It's in West Virginia now.
Back to West
Huntington.
Virginia. Mountain
in
Mama.
a coal mountain
Huntington.
somewhere.
Huntington.
Everybody's going to show up to the Area 51 in Nevada. It's just a fucking giant skate park.
I mean,
Bunch of
hell
kids
yeah, dude.
high.
Shred the gnar.
You got to
Yeah.
shred the arm, man.
Yeah. Like if you went there and it was only replaced with a skate park, I'm gonna stick around for a bit.
Yeah.
Watch some flips get kicked.
Yeah. You can even watch some boards get slid.
Exactly. Watch some fives get owed.
Man, we had a lot of things happen this week. If you can't tell, listeners,
That's-
we had an exciting week. I actually did have a lot of things happen, but nothing that can be talked about on the podcast. Just all business.
Dirty stuff.
Yeah, mostly
Dirty
butt
business.
stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I heard you got you polled the listeners.
I did. Actually, that's right. I did. So
Speaking of butt stuff,
yeah, we'll just jump right into that. Let's see.
Bill, pass me some of that moonshine over there.
You want some of that sweet, sweet shine? I siphoned it out of a car.
Speaking of butt stuff, I siphoned this out of a butt.
Out of a butt. All right. So, good friend Steve asks us, would you rather watch your parents have sex once a day for the rest of your life or join once?
What, join the army? Probably the army. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he meant. You know what he meant, Geordie.
I don't
You have to watch.
Pass me some of that shine there.
I don't know if I could come to a conclusion.
You watch every day. Maybe, okay, so maybe you don't watch every day, but every day.
Is it a quickie?
Yeah,
Because this makes a difference.
it's just like,
if this is a marathon,
it's a 2 pump chump type situation.
mean-
We'll be merciful here.
now and define watch.
So you walk in, they're doing it, and instead of like immediately shielding your eyes and running out of the room, you stick it out till completion.
So for the rest of my life, is that assuming the parents will live for another like 50 years?
Just until one of them is dead and can't fuck the other one anymore.
Oh, that can't be too much longer. In fact, I'm somewhat convinced that if they were to have sex any second, someone would die.
But what if one of your parents is a necrophiliac?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well,
oh man, you're insensitive, Bill. You fucking asshole.
Leaving out an entire
love is
fucking
love,
area
right?
of people.
And if Mike was still here,
Love knows no
facial hair
bounds.
rest his soul.
Oh,
You'd
facial
be
hair
double
rest.
offensive.
Oh God, no. But all right. So we'll set up some ground rules in an effort to answer this
Ground rule
question.
number one: both your parents are alive.
Both of them are alive, and the rule is so. You walk into the room.
By joining them, can you just like cheer them on?
No.
Smack
No,
your dad in the
Charlie.
ass and say "Go team" and leave.
Oh,
No,
God.
we're talking full participation.
No, I can't do that one. So it has to be the other one, even though that was not appealing.
No.
You walk into the room. They notice that you've walked in, and instead of running away and vomiting
They
and trying to
wink
claw
at
your
you.
eyes out with a spoon, you sit there and you watch. You watch until one of them finishes,
Yeah.
probably dad.
I mean, yeah, statistically,
Yeah, prob's dad.
prob's dad. Okay, well,
So
You got some fucked up people on your friends list, man. Because if I
This is
posted
just
that
the
same
first
thing,
question.
somebody would just be like, "Oh, what do you think of the Democratic debate today?"
nope, that's what I got.
Ugh.
It was fucking Mike's cousin. So
hold on. You didn't answer.
Oh man,
I did. I said watch
Yeah, I'm gonna say watch too.
for the next few days that they live.
Yeah.
For that.
I'm gonna watch in the very morbid hope that one of my parents does not make it. Just for
or
like-
something ricochets off the wall and hits you in the head and you die.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not for them because
I mean, you got to go with watch, but nobody could do that.
You're only saying that because we said it, Charlie.
I mean, truth be told, if I didn't have to see it one more time,
If I didn't know it was my parents, I mean, pussy's pussy, man.
I'll just go ahead and pop on a ski mask one time. They'd never know it was me. And it would just be a
Anybody
horrible
ask you
secret
any
I'd
other
have to live with
fucking
for the rest of my life.
singers today?
Yeah, I was gonna drink this moonshine, but I'm afraid what might happen if I ingest anything right now.
He might go home and go to the wrong house and walk in on
I didn't
something.
mean that. I mean I might vomit, Charlie.
Oh.
Calm the fuck down.
Okay, another question. You feeling the burn?
No,
No.
No.
absolutely not.
All right.
I think he's I don't think he's an evil person.
Okay.
That's the only
I
compliment.
think he's fucking delusional at times.
Yeah, that's the only compliment I would give him. But no, I'm not feeling.
You
the
don't
burn.
think he's evil is the closest you can come to giving Bernie Sanders
Yeah.
a compliment.
Whereas I think Hillary Clinton is evil, and I'm pretty sure Donald Trump is mostly evil.
yeah.
I think
I can't
everything
tell if he's just
Bernie-
a severe asshole or is evil.
I think everything Bernie's saying, he thinks he would accomplish. I honestly don't think he would be able to accomplish any of it.
I don't even know if he believes it. I think
You can't. I don't know. You gotta. He's very, very wealthy, and he's trying to tell me that I should feel bad for my family being wealthy. Like, no, I don't understand it.
I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's very well intentioned.
yeah.
I think he wants what's best for the future, for the next generation.
And some of the things are actually okay, by the way.
Yeah, I don't disagree
It's
with
just the
everything
big
he says.
picture I feel like is being missed.
People don't think of the how it's going to happen. They hear it and they think, oh, that sounds great. Nobody understands where it's going to come from.
Mm-hmm.
Not even him. That's my problem.
Not even him.
Nobody has shown me where this all comes from.
Yeah.
So at any rate, I feel like getting political is a
Yeah. No. We'll
I have while you're looking.
We're
at
just
the
going to go
next-
ahead and coast
the
off.
next one. The only political thing I'll ask tonight, AOC. What do you think about her?
I think
I
she's
think
it's
another person that has like really good intentions. The Green New Deal is a
Mhm.
beautiful thing. Wanting to fucking
clean up those farts.
clean
Have
up
you-
those dirty cow farts.
Have you read the interview she did where she suggested that we build a bridge across the Atlantic Ocean so that we could stop air travel?
Did not read that. Little
Would love to know the fucking engineering.
On
Love to
next
know
week's
the
episode,
engineering
Charlie says
behind
engineering
that feat.
properly.
What was
But
it?
that's why I can't get behind somebody like that, because you say that, and in her mind, she thinks that's possible.
Right.
We need to start a business
That's delusional.
using all the words that we couldn't pronounce tonight.
Purdy and what was it? Engineering.
Engineer. What was
Purdy
yours?
engineering.
Familiar.
Familiar.
Okay.
You know what word I have trouble with is colloquialism. Colloquialism.
You got it.
I did it.
I don't have trouble with that word because
He
I
did
never
have trouble, though.
fucking use that word.
I use it more than you think I should, or that even that anybody should. Really.
I read a lot, so you don't try to actually say the words with your mouth a lot. So I know a lot of bigger words only because I've read a lot of books
Mhm.
and I've had to look up a word here or two. And the first time you actually ever go to say one of them and you've never formed the word in your mouth before, you sound like you're eating cotton and having a stroke at the same time.
I wonder if anyone's ever done that.
Probably.
Attempted to eat cotton.
Yeah, maybe
and
like
subsequently then had a
maybe
stroke.
a farmer that was picking cotton having a stroke and went down and took a cotton to the mouth on the way down.
Took a cotton to the mouth.
Took a cotton to the mouth.
Maybe somebody just leaving the dentist office.
And then there's a
Mouthful of cotton.
as he died.
Baby, what's wrong?
Oh, well, trying to come up with a colloquialism for having a stroke.
Baby, is that cotton in your mouth?
Yeah.
You know what you sound like?
What?
Is something we've already brought up on the
the
podcast.
guy from Men in Black.
Yeah, the alien episode of
Sugar
the-
water.
Oh man. Well, do you have a story for us this week, Bill?
Oh, he's got another
we got,
question.
We got one
Oh,
more.
we got another question.
One more. And
I'm just gonna edit out the first. What is it? It's been 30 minutes. So 30 minutes of the show.
all right. So next question. Do you shave your butthole?
I used to.
You used to shave your butthole?
Yep.
For what purpose?
You never know.
Good answer. But what kind of possibilities were you anticipating?
Well, I just wanted to look, aerodynamic. I wanted someone to see me naked and be like, man, that motherfucker is fast.
I bet you go so quick on a slip and slide.
He
We went
does
down
it
butt
because
first.
no hair, not as much friction.
Yeah. Also,
Nice.
if you think about taking a shit and some of it getting attached to your hair down there, that's not cool.
That is literally the only reason I still shave my butthole from time to time.
I still do, but I do a different method. It's
Yeah.
not shaving anymore.
You just what do you mean it's not shaving?
He tweezes it.
I
You
sit
near it?
I sit on duct tape and I stand up really
Oh,
fast.
Geordie. Oof. Honestly,
No,
though,
I have one of those Norelco things.
you just get up in there.
Yeah, I get up everywhere.
Are you like ankles behind
I
your
do
ears? sitting down in
my
the tub?
butthole first, and then my balls, and then my face,
In that order.
and then my tongue. I got a hairy tongue.
Like got cat's tongue. Oh, Jesus.
Didn't see this go in this direction tonight.
But it's arguably our most highbrow episode yet.
Easily.
Oh,
What about you, Chuck? You shave that beehole?
no.
Which one?
Because I don't even shave my face.
Oh yeah, that's a
I mean, but that's
a
an
perfect
aesthetic
parallel
thing.
right there. Face, butthole.
If I ain't gonna shave my face,
Why the
I'm
fuck
not
don't
gonna
you
shave
shave
my
your
honestly,
butthole.
no.
You think I shave my head?
I do grooming, but I never have. I'm not a really hairy guy though.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm really not.
it could
my
be-
face is the only place I grow a lot of fucking hair. Top of my head, starting to go bald. I'm getting there.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, me too.
Early onset, but
Very early. You can barely
we
tell.
can tell it's coming.
You can barely tell that I have a George Costanza haircut if I don't shave my head.
Johnny's getting upset.
I was looking in the mirror one day and I noticed that it was thinning a little bit. So I went immediately to Walgreens.
Shaved your butthole.
Just shaved my butthole.
Use
and
that hair to
just put it
sprinkle on the top. There you go.
No, I went to Walgreens to go buy Rogaine. I had like one of those moments where I was
Joe
like,
Rogan?
oh, fuck, jump out ahead of it.
Right.
And you couldn't because it said it doesn't do anything for this area.
Only for like
It's only if you're balding on the sides.
Who the
Which they
fuck
don't
goes
tell
bald
you
on the
that.
side?
They don't tell you
Is
that.
that
in the
female
commercials.
pattern baldness? Because that's not male pattern
do
baldness.
you bald like a Russian boxer? Who the fuck only goes bald
What if
here?
you went bald and had a mohawk?
I mean,
It says
That'd be
it-
kind of sweet.
It says it right on the package. It's
You're-
not for this area. It's for everywhere else.
that's the dumbest.
So I guess you could go bald here and have like the Danny DeVito going around and just grow that really long.
Or the George Costanza.
Or the George Costanza.
whoa,
Does Larry David have it too?
He does. He's got the he's
Or
got
the
a good
male
healthy tuft
pattern
around the side.
baldness.
But that's so stupid. Why?
Oh, speaking of stupid, don't you love when people have that balding pattern and they have a ponytail?
Oh
And
yeah.
there's like some wisps on the front of their head
Oh
that
yeah.
they pull over the top.
I feel like I
Yeah.
would pull the ponytail forward
yeah, a
and
death
wear
lock.
it like and then go up like a
a
pompadour.
death lock, but
Yeah,
the death lock
yeah.
is sourced from the
Right.
back of your head. They have
It's
to
sort of
grow
like
it really
the way
long.
the Japanese monks used to do it. Like they'd like shave the top and then like pull it forward.
We're
And
talking about Naruto again, by
Yeah.
the way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just bringing it back full circle back to Naruto.
Ah, all right.
No,
You know, I'd probably braid mine into 9 tails.
I'm thinking butthole hair still at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's sick.
I just think it would go well with my pube dreadlocks.
You're
So
It looks like
about that
Sideshow
story
Bob down
time.
there.
All right, I guess we'll just pop right into story time.
From pube dreadlocks
From
to
pube
story
dreadlock.
time.
If we're nothing without our fucking proper segues.
I hope that's not a good segue.
All right, so I'm going to tell you guys a story I like to call Forest Party. Sounds fun, right?
I feel like a woman.
All right, so I was in high school, and
Same.
at some point
I was
in
there
our
once.
lives, and a bunch of in high school,
do. No, tell me.
limited places to party in high school.
That's
right?
not
Not
true.
around here.
Well,
Yeah, you're a goddamn liar. It's probably the most places I've ever had to party.
There's significantly less. There's another word. Significantly.
add it to the list.
Shit.
I'm going to create a business name right now while you tell stories.
Psychedelically. So, but I mean, just there are a few places you can party where you won't potentially get in trouble, right? Like, unless somebody's parents go out of town or whatever. So we used to like.
I just can't relate to this story.
All right. Well, so we often found it difficult to find places to drink and be stupid in high school. So a friend of mine found this spot that was literally just off the side of the road, sort of just like off the beaten path. and it was in the woods. And he like scoped it out for
Where
a
was
few
this
days. It was in Palm City, actually, right over there by the 7-Eleven heading towards I-95, you know, or like that ditch area thing.
Was it the rest stop?
No, not the rest stop.
Oh, okay.
But
Was it the fishing hole? Sounds like the fishing hole.
wait, what? The fishing hole?
Yeah.
No.
We're not talking about the butthole anymore, Charlie.
Oh, sorry.
That's what Charlie calls his butt.
That's what I call the butthole.
Yeah,
the fishing
it's
hole.
a forest. and
Oh,
there's
a girl
fishing
took a
hole
trip
in
down to
there.
the fishing hole last night after the bar. So, he scoped the place out for like a couple of days, and he was like, it looks pretty clear. I think we can, you know, get away with having some people come out there and we'll have a party. And there was a cow pasture like probably 100 yards deeper into those woods. It became somebody else's property. So we're out there in the woods. Somebody starts like a bonfire. We're all just sitting around drinking. There's everybody's got their trucks and their, you know, whatever.
As we do in this town.
Yeah. And we're sitting and we're having a good time. It's a high school party, you know. You're trying to find someone to sneak off into the woods with to do sex things too and stuff.
Take him to your fishing hole.
Let them take a trip to your fishing hole. So, you know, pretty standard high school party in the woods, bonfire, the whole shebang. And then we had to cross like this ditch to go into the woods to find the spot that we were partying. So we, through the trees, see the blue and reds. The cops found us. So we're like, oh no.
You think it was the bonfire not very far off the...
It was totally the
Dark
I wish
bonfire.
road
your
over
friend
there.
just dog shit at finding a place to party.
That was literally the
Hopefully
giant
you
bonfire
guys ditched that friend.
that we built.
on somebody else's property.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't. It was.
Well, he did say it was just off the beaten path by the 7-Eleven in Palm City, and you can see everything in Palm City.
So
Yeah.
I mean, but it was relatively deep into the woods. It wasn't like we were just like, okay, you know, it took a second
We
to
walked
get
a
out
couple
there.
hundred feet.
We walked a couple hundred feet
Because
back.
you can't see a fire after 100 feet.
No, not in
in
them
the
thick
pitch black.
100-acre Palm
Yeah,
City woods.
You city boys deep in the woods is probably only like, we can still see the road. We're good.
No, we really couldn't see the road. Like we
It
were
was dark.
relatively deep in there.
Okay.
But the cops did find us because we built a very large bonfire, and it was obviously visible. There's no because how else would they going to fucking find us?
It's probably because somebody caught their fucking Honda Civic on fire trying to get back there
A little rice
and hit
burner.
a tree stump.
That's,
Wait, it just occurred to me that rice burner may be a racist term.
yeah. I mean,
I
it's
think
close.
I took that for granted for a long time without thinking about it.
That's why they didn't call it Fast and the Furious Rice Burner Drift.
Gotcha. Continue.
So the cops, we see them so naturally as teenagers do when the cops show up. We scatter.
We clapped back at him. Oh.
We clapped back at them. We all bent over and showed them our fishing holes. No, we scattered like little cockroaches into the woods. And I was going to follow my buddy Mike. My buddy Mike gets away anytime the cops show up at a party. And he was a large guy. I mean, he's about your size. He was a bigger guy.
What are you trying to say?
He's a bigger guy.
Oh, okay.
So, and somehow he was always the best at hiding and the best at getting away. And I was like, Mike was there. I'm going to find Mike. And I'm going to follow him because wherever he goes, he's going to get away because he always gets away.
I just got one question. Does Mike tend to get away?
Always.
Oh, okay.
No matter what, he
Okay.
gets away.
I'm glad we cleared
He's
that
an
up.
escapist,
Okay.
as it were. So I find Mike and I'm following him, but he's so fast. I don't know how he's so fast. He's so big, but he's just, my little legs can't keep up with Mike and his big body. And I lose Mike into the woods. I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? I'm lost in the woods. I don't know how to get back to my car. And even if I did, there's cops there. So what the fuck? So eventually I see flashlights. I'm like, oh God, they're gaining on us. So I'm like, oh no. So they're gaining on us, Mike. They're right on our fishing holes. So there's a fence. And I'm like, all right, feels like I'm going onto somebody's property right now, but I don't have much of a choice. It's either I go forward over this fence or I go backwards into the clutches of the police. So I jump over the fence and I'm running and I still see like there's like the beams of the flashlights are like everywhere around me. I'm like, fuck. And I find this big mud pile and like I like sort of poke it with my hand. I was like, it's like permeable. So I'm like, oh shit. So I just jump into it.
Shit.
And that's what it was.
Yep.
It was poop.
I was going to tell you that farmers do not make piles of mud.
But
I will tell you what they do make piles of, though. Manure.
And I didn't know it was poop until I had jumped into it, and I was literally neck deep in it.
And then the cop comes up, of course, shines a light in your face.
Neck
like,
deep in the poop. And
you know you're going to get away because he's not putting you in the back of his car.
Well, I did get away. So
meanwhile, that pile of shit he jumped into was Mike in disguise.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike's like, get the fuck out of my spot.
Find your own poop pile. But no, I was just I literally
hold on. That's how Mike always escapes. Before he goes to a party, he
builds a
takes
giant
a huge
pile of
pile of shit just in case he's got to get out of there.
Yeah, are you coming? Yeah. I have a poop pile built in.
I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
I'm coming around the back way. I got to drop something off real quick.
Here, beep, beep. What's he doing over there?
Oh, it's just Mike dropping off his poop pile hiding spot. No, but I dug myself in like a little fucking hermit crab into a shell.
Yep.
Like literally, I'm in a poop pile like 6 feet high, and I back myself into it, and it's just my face sticking out of the poop pile.
You should have gone full bore, man.
I couldn't bring myself to like get it in my eyes.
Anything else would have just been nasty.
You've already
right?
got it all over your body. You might as well have some Rambo stain.
But
on
it was
your face.
so close to my nose and my eyes.
It's in your ears. You look like a fucking Teletubby face.
I did. The brown Teletubby. And again, I had everything in my pockets. I had my cell phone. It's just all of it. I was like,
you jumped into a pile of shit.
I did.
On purpose.
I did intentionally. Well, I didn't know it was poop until it was too late.
Yeah.
But I mean, I realized like 3/4 of the way, and like I realized like right here that it was poop.
Neck deep.
And then I still was like,
fuck it. It's too late now.
And so I'm in the poop, and a cop literally just shines his light like right across my face.
He probably saw you, and he's just like, nah. That kid's already having a bad night.
That kid's night's fucked anyway. I'm gonna take him to jail.
Fuck that. I'm not touching him.
But yeah, the cops drove just walked right by me, and like I waited like probably a solid 2 hours. And
what?
No fucking way would I have sat there that long.
I mean, once you're in, 2 hours doesn't make a difference. I'm just saying the cops were searching for you guys for 2 hours.
Very
well,
likely
at that point,
so.
if you had to go to the bathroom, just go.
Yeah, you're in a poop pile. You could do anything in a poop pile, really.
Really?
I mean, in regards to bodily
function. The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you say that. And the last time I remember seeing a pile of shit that big was I worked for like a week at the chicken farm out in Indiantown.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to pile that chicken shit up. People used to come and get it for fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that I've encountered on this planet that smells as bad as chicken shit. So I'm just picturing you. I'm hoping you were in cow shit.
It was cow shit. It was absolutely cow shit.
That's still bad.
But not nearly as rancid as chicken shit. I've experienced chicken shit in a very small amount, mind you, not in a pile large enough to climb into.
Oh, yeah.
But if it was, I would have jumped right into that motherfucker.
Oh, God. It was bad. So eventually, when I thought the coast was clear, I literally crawled out of like Andy Dufresne reaching the end of the fucking sewer pipe. Just, and I'm just covered. And the only part that doesn't have poop on is my face.
It was like being born.
You look like John Goodman coming up out of the fucking dirt and raising Arizona.
Exactly. So I've emerged from the poop pile, and I'm making my way back through the woods, and the cops were gone, everybody's cars were gone, just my car was gone. I was like, this is a trap. Like someone like there's a cop still waiting for me. And,
I mean, you have a license plate; it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I, luckily enough, I had like a bunch of towels in my trunk from a beach day. From before, so I just like washed my arms off, set a bunch of towels down in my car, and I slowly but surely like pulled out of the woods, like hoping that a cop doesn't pull me over, because my night's already been pretty shitty already. I was like, I don't want to have to tack on, but I didn't. I made it home safe, covered in poop. I hosed myself off on the side of my house, and I went to bed. And
crawled straight into bed.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did.
What?
I hosed myself. I was clean. I had all the poop off.
Oh, you went home and jumped in the pool.
No,
I used a hose. I like stripped down naked and hosed myself off.
I was making a joke.
Oh.
That's just as bad. You didn't take a fucking shower.
Yeah, actually, at least the pool has chlorine in it.
Yeah. I mean, I was drunk and I was covered in poop. I was tired.
I've never been so drunk.
Covered in shit that I refused to take a shower
Yeah.
before crawling into my fucking bed.
Since then, I have developed better hygiene habits.
I mean, I've had to with all the diseases I've picked up in that pile
Yeah,
of shit.
I'm just lousy with just diseases you pick
At least
up
you
from
didn't
cow
have
poop.
like a fresh tattoo jumping into that pile of shit.
Oh, I'd been fucked. They'd have to amputate my arm or something.
I don't know much about cow shit bacteria, which probably surprises you guys.
Well, I mean, it's got pathogens in it. That's why it stinks. So it's gonna get you infected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's the stuff that the cows, 9 stomachs use
Well, that's
to break
what
down.
makes it stink, are the pathogens.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you that we're sponsored by this company tonight. So if you would like to read out our sponsor,
Is there a reason why I can't see the sponsor?
you'll hear it.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by significantly pretty familiar colloquialisms. All the words that we suck at saying.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Maybe we should all do this. Tonight's episode is brought to you by significantly pretty familiar colloquialisms.
Oh, okay. Well, you almost had it.
Oh, I purposely ruined it at the end. The easy part was already, or the hard part was done.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Tay, Charlie, Geordie, and Bill. Send help.
Taking the coward's way out.
Significantly pretty familial colloquialism.
Familial?
Familial?
Familiar.
That looks like a fucking L.
Familiar.
Falafel koalas.
Yep. Tonight's
episode is brought to you by SPFC.
falafel
Significantly
koalas.
pretty
Just for
falafel
sun
koalas.
I
protection
like
anymore.
falafel koalas. That would have been a better podcast name.
Colloquial.
We really
Falafels.
fucked up. No,
You know what? We missed the boat on this one, boys.
Falafel koalas.
Falafel koalas.
Well, I
It's probably
quit.
already taken now.
I quit because now we need to make a new podcast.
Starting from scratch. Falafel koalas. We'll see you
a
next
brand new
week.
concept. Next week we're gonna get here and wait, no, it's the same concept. All right. You guys want to plug anything? Like your
No, just if you're
fishing hole?
give us a
Anyone wanna
you
plug
plug my
Charlie's
fishing
fishing
hole. Give us a follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
like and subscribe on YouTube.
Friendster.
at a literal show / a literal show, alliteralshow.com.
Push for notifications. Hit the bell.
Search a literal on your favorite podcast app. If you want to find our YouTube and you can't find it searching YouTube, you can just go to literalshow.com and click YouTube. You can also go to twitch.tv / a literal show to see us live.
Yeah, we're still 12 subscribers away from getting our own channel on YouTube.
And we're way
And-
too lazy to create fake emails and do it ourselves. So help.
I had a hard enough time creating my own email.
You should have seen me. It's literally, dude, like it probably like 3 weeks ago, I struggled to make a second email.
Real quick, before we head
so
out,
bad.
what was your first email address?
Hotmail
My
or
first-
Bell South.
mine was definitely an AOL.com deal.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Mine was your mother's lover 15.
Oh,
at
the
AOL.com.
name in front of
The
it?
name of your first email
Ooh,
address.
Let me think.
Your mother's lover. That was my first.
Mine was probably something very boring because, like, if it was Bell South, it was Geordie at bellsouth.net.
That's fucking whack.
Like something not embarrassing enough.
I was hunting a lot with my brother back then. So
I
Oh,
bet
I
you.
thought that was the name. Hunting
mine
a lot.
was
at
mine was
hotmail.com.
Swine Slayer at AOL.
The police showed up at
Country
my
fucking
door.
dumpster.
Yeah, what a country dumpster.
Swine Slayer.
Swine Slayer.
That's his Christian mingle profile.
Wait, that's mine. You fucking. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night, or don't. I don't fucking care. Bye.